What up, folk? How y'all doing? What's going on with you? I don't know why I always do that most of the time when I come on live, but oh well. Where I'm at, it's hot outside, and I just like breathing room. Okay, but anywho, I'm on here today because it's not like I just figured out some shit. I was like, I've been figured the shit out, but I wrote it down a couple of my channels, but I'm coming to find out that a lot of you don't want to read, but you'll rather listen. So I'm putting this into listening information, okay? Because sometimes people want to know, like, how I arrive at the thoughts I arrive at, why I choose certain things, or why certain shit are clicking this motherfucker up here, and how it all just end up making some real sense, okay? Plus, what I did yesterday, I think it's coming off today. Learn how to use this glue. You know the crazy thing is, after I learn this shit, I ain't gonna be doing it. I'm gonna get these motherfuckers done. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna leave shit just like this. Yeah. That's why it's experts in every area of your life. Your lashes is your life too. Okay? Or your face is your life. Whatever you wanna say. But I think I said before that there's something worse than like chaos. And you got other words like mayhem, you got other words like apocalypse, you got other words like hell, you have other words like oh shit, you know. It's still like it has a combination of all of that shit. Okay. And it's like a pit below a pit or a surface or a place. And spiritually, every word to me is a person. Okay? Doesn't matter if it's now in time or back in the day in time in the Bible. Every word is a person. Because, you know, it took people to write it. It took experiences to create it. It took situations, ups and downs, blah, 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 blah. You get where I'm going with this. So I said, all right, spiritual war, you should automatically go back to, as close as you can, to some form of the beginning. And the way I looked at the beginning of what I knew, okay, was like the discovery of God in human form, meaning successful human form, would be the Egyptians. It could be the Sumerians or the Anunnaki, but still, or Kemet, you know, but it's still Egyptians because name change, that's part of it. And also the time frame and that it was written, okay? But there's a mixture in it because it was kind of like a melting pot of a place. Um, but when you say you successfully have uh, cured everything on this planet, fixed everything, solved everything, there's nothing left to solve, you know, nothing else to be lab worked on or worked up or worked in or any of that. It's already been done. Already been done. Documented. We got the information. And I read that in some books 5,000-6,000 years ago. So in my mind, I'm like, well, what the fuck is everybody saying? Like, oh, we need a cure for this, a cure for that. Or we don't know about this. We don't know about that. Or, oh my God, how they do this, how they do that. They know. They know. Okay? It's to keep us on that weird tether of a conspiracy theory. Anywho, it's just want you to think in the kind of like opposite direction. Excuse me. Um, Meaning it's have to be somewhere out there versus looking at it for each word as a person. That person was powerful at whatever time that person came up with that word because they embodied that word. It's one of those type things. Okay. So when this shit was kind of hitting some spiritual notes for a sister, and how can I say it? So I understand there were gods during Egypt's time, but there's supposed to have been gods in each era and time. Okay, but we all know that they changed the names of the gods from the beginning of time to now, right? But they're the same gods, different names, different eras and time. Okay, so when the beginning was coming, or when God and them talking to me and I'm up, and they tell me all I gotta do is do shit with my fucking brain and do it with love and that's all I gotta use, because I was in kind of a little panic at first. Not the fact that gods and angels and ancestors were talking to me. I'm gonna tell you exactly what my mind was thinking. I cannot catch up to none of these bitches in fucking. I cannot do it. I am not playing that game. If they had got double team, triple team, got double dicks in their mouth and all that shit, fuck, I'm behind. I'm behind in like shit, years, right? No. Thank God it's a mind thing. Okay? But God already knew this about me, you know. So that's another thing where I just give the gratitude, like, thank God for God, because he already knew. Oh, okay. She ain't built for that shit. No. I'm telling you, the steps that you take are actions that make or lead up to your actual destiny, which is what you are. Not what you're going to become, what you already are. Keep that in mind. And what you already are is a word or two words or a sentence. But you're a few things. Might be some fucked up things, some good things, some bad things, a multitude of things. Anywho, so in my brain, fuck, we're at the beginning. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Back to the future means shit. Present day time. All right. But this is I'm trying to make sure I put it all in words the right way. The start of our quote unquote type freedom or intellectual like savviness was the 80s. And that's because we were clicking mentally, like metaphorically, on a high rate. Okay. And that's a signal and a sign that the world is changing. The world actually goes according to what we do. I knew that. A lot of y'all know that. Can see it. Okay, but what I might say might hurt a little bit. Might not. People probably already understand and know the shit I'm about to say. So, in my mind, 4 races. They're not 3. It's 4 races. You have your African, your Asian, and your Caucasian. Then you got your black. Everybody else is the in-betweens, okay? Now, you probably saying, well, fuck, why you don't get credit to all the races? Because I am whatever. You might say, what is it? What is it? Like Russian. I know. Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do if you're gonna do that? You gonna double flush?
Yes.
Okay. Please go ahead.
They're still, and I call it the movie room. When you go up, like the stairs, then you go all
to
the
the
way
back.
down. They still right there, and I don't like when they're right there and I need to use the bathroom. I don't see. So I come all the way down here.
Wait. I'm recording. No. Okay.
I know you were.
Oh, you did. You just wanted to bring that in here on purpose, then. Oh my goodness.
But hey, y'all. Hey. Okay. Goodbye.
Later. Okay. So. Oh shit. Okay. 4 races: Asian, Caucasian, and African. Black. Black is a mixture of all 3 races. No matter how many times it was done, you can weave it like a motherfucking anything. Just start plaiting some hair with the shit. Okay? And each race intertwined. Okay? Into all different variations of colors like myself, right? Okay. But we do not speak the Queen's English. And because we do not speak the Queen's English in the Old Testament or the old world or the old era in time, okay, that just left like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, we are considered the dumb ones. The dumb ones. Because it looks like we don't have no education. Because we do not speak and talk like Queen's English. However, history will tell you, in the Queen's English, you must be under the Queen's rule. Dun dun dun. And the Queen's rule was what? Because she was part of it. Lived through it ancestrally, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So the fuckery, of course, it comes before slavery. That's definite. Because when it got to our last 400, 600 years of slavery, I say 6, but 400 years of slavery, they had perfected slavery. You would know that if you paid attention. How you can protest all damn day and night. And they say they're going to change the education, but they don't change that bitch at all. Then, when you can win billions of motherfucking dollars in the goddamn lottery, and they say the money going to school, and don't look like that shit hit that motherfucker at all. At all. Okay? And when you got little places where I'm from, okay, they don't change shit in that motherfucker. The whole fucking time you did live there, you move from there, you come back there, you revisit, and shit's still the same. Everything's been perfected a long time ago. Okay? Perfected to the point where black folk, the gods, okay, got enslaved. They just, flip the script on our ass. Okay? And they made it so controversial and so perplexing to fix the world. When if the right mind was in there, you could fix the world. Because if you go back to the original real motherfucking president, if I'm mistaken, that's John Hancock. That motherfucker ran this motherfucker by his damn self. All the goddamn spots in this bitch today. What? Ran that shit by himself. That means he created it, he thought of it, and he manifested and made it happen. Okay? It's things like that. Like just kind of connecting dots. Connecting things. Okay? And then this is the third planet. Everything's done on threes. So move up, meaning in education, spirituality, education. All right, like looking at the shit for real what it is, not the fake shit that they want you to see. Okay, if a motherfucker came up to you and actually slapped you on the face, and he said, "I'm gonna pay you $1,000 not to tell nobody I slapped you in the face," right? But your black ass got slapped in the face. It's that type shit that you're doing it to yourself. Because you took the $1,000 and then somebody's like, what the hell? That nigga just slapped the fuck out of you. Like, no, he didn't. I don't even know what you're talking about. Handprint right on your goddamn face. And you just like, girl, bye. You don't know what you're talking about. You could say that the motherfucker that gave you the plan was a gaslighter. Okay, get where I'm coming from. All right. So now I'm going to get into some more biblical shit. Because I ain't trying to rush through some things, but I'm tying some things together. And can get a plan on idea. All right. So outside of like Peter, Mark, Luke, John, Maccabees, doesn't matter. Second Chronicles. They want you to focus on that. Peter, Mark, Luke, John, like that. But every word you could say was a prophet. Because every word was a profound word, long enough or profound enough to stay around more than thousands of years. Okay? So essentially, those people, because I say words are people, they should come back. Or they've been back. And that's kind of like a representation of your original soul. Okay? So this is how I tie it to the Bible. If God said in the beginning, oh, all right, I'm an original woman. Okay, so guess what? Maybe my first name was original, or I created the original, or they created the original, and I'm what it is, a woman. So when God says that, all you gotta do is like be in love, use your mind, um, and stay in that, create, be you, original woman. What I do brightens up the darkness. Okay? So if original woman does that, right? And the opposite of the original woman is the unoriginal woman. She's gonna be into some unoriginal things. The opposite of the original woman. Everybody know duality isn't that hard. Metaphors aren't that hard. A lot of things about life should not be looked at as hard. But the more they can complicate it, is the more they have you stuck up in this motherfucker. Not like it ain't tuned right. So you would need a person like myself to go in and be like, oh, let me throw these words out. Oh, let me do that over here. Now you don't need that. Oh, let me clean this space up, or all right, let's squeeze this back on together. It's like that. Your labyrinth garden is your brain. As it is clean, it actually cleans with higher learning. If you stay in the same learning, your brain eventually dies. You're doing the same shit. It gets fucking bored and it cannot create no new shit. So it doesn't matter what you do to change up whatever the fuck it is. It's like just change the shit. But then if you are a deep thinker like myself, in order to lighten up your mood real quick, you can say, oh, I change shit every day. Because guess what? I was supposed to get up at 6:35 yesterday, and I got up at 6:36 and 29 seconds to 6:37. Oh, yeah, it's some new shit already fucking going on because I fucked that up already. Fucked it up to make it look better again. The imperfectly perfect type shit. That's essentially you're tweaking and correcting your life as you go with increasing like your brain power or your light bulb, making it brighter, not darker, because it's already dark. Are you trying to double flush? I already did. You already checked? Okay, that's good. That's gonna leave it sticky. Don't You don't spray the actual. Okay. Really? That's what we doing now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, turn on my fan. Damn, that ain't how you do it. Oh, go ahead. Don't worry about it. You already done got me. Just go ahead. You sprayed a lot. Bye.
Yes, turn on that.
I got it.
Bye.
Mm-hmm. It kind of stinks, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Lord have mercy. Anywho, that damn shit I was saying. That's gonna come back to me because when I get on a roll, I don't really be wanting nobody to kind of mess up my roll. But I'll skip over to this. Like me writing everything was supposed to be a clue. When y'all would say I'm an earth angel or whatever, it's supposed to be like that you understood. And like I'm Archangel Metatron. That was supposed to like a sign. You know what I'm saying? Cause like your God name and your angel name and then your spirit name and your human name, they all sound different. You know what I'm saying? And as you a word can be like an obstacle course. As you complete that word, you could like embody that thing like that. So it's not like a good thing to just want to embody all the dirty words, bad things. You know, I mean, you can, but there's some good words out there too. So it's like, do I really want to? Let me see. That's how I've been a lot of times in my life. Let me see. You know, I've literally was an asshole for a while. Just to be a fucking asshole. But then I told a couple people that they were bad as hell. But that was me exercising out there that part of me that's an asshole. But I had some asshole aggression up in this motherfucker that need to come out like that. Now, what fucks people up, and you might say, damn, that's some stone cold shit. I mean, not when I tell you. It's like that. You figure out you ain't getting in trouble because you tell like that. Versus like the old world, they get you in trouble. They sneaky with it. You know. You might be upfront with your shit because it's better for you to hear how the shit sound before you do it. And when you hear how the shit sound, and the most gross shit still sound real good to you. Mm, mm, like that. Like, you got to cleanse your little palate of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not take as much of it in as you did before. Like, gradually step back from the fuck shit. You know, figure out how to curve yourself out of some dumbass shit that you realize, fuck, this is dumb as hell. You know, when you doing something, you got to question yourself like, or question somebody else like, that's a sign. It's things like that. But I knew that my nemesis or my mega mind, I think that's the evil one, that big old damn head. I forgot the cartoon that's on. But I said he bigger than the devil. You know, because these motherfuckers who won't listen to the devil no more. It's like the devil be like, hey, stop that. Don't you do that no more. All right, I'm gonna burn you if you keep doing that shit. And the motherfucker be like, so I'm already burning. They like that, okay? And the devil's like, fires your time out. And they like, I'm already burning for eternity. Fuck it. It's this is the type of spiritual fuckery that's going on with these demonic ass like energies, okay? Okay. And I'll never get this straight. No, I'm not. That's how I know I gotta go to the lady tomorrow. Cause my glue game ain't right. It ain't right. Okay. So when they ain't listening to the devil gotta have a boss. You get what I'm saying? The devil gotta have somebody else they can call on and be like, look, these motherfuckers in this pit, no, yo. These motherfuckers ain't listening to shit I'm saying. Like all the shit that you gave me, I didn't did all the shit to these motherfuckers, and they still getting out. They still doing fucked up shit. They created a coven within my coven, then under my coven, and I'm like, I ain't even getting paid off of all my coven shit. So guess who called on? Abaddon ass to come. I would say Satan. Okay, but let me tell you why I don't say Satan. Because Satan and the devil and the demon, you know, they hierarchy just planetary wise. Get what I'm saying? So Satan and the demons might have made a deal around the devil like that. And the devil is like bobbing and weaving into some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he might ask the demon some shit, and he might ask Satan some shit, but they ain't telling his ass no parts of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because Satan be Sataning and the demons be demoning. You know what I mean? On that fuck shit. Okay? So the call, devil makes us to Abaddon. Okay. You know why I say Abaddon? Because, God approves of Abaddon coming down, fucking some shit up, deafing some motherfuckers, and making mercy like, making you scream that shit out. Like Uncle, you know, like he cool with it. Like he get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's whatever, you know. And he ain't gotta stop until God be like, all right, yeah, we good. You good? We good. That means like God like, yo, devil, he came and he found the shit and he did the shit, you know what I'm saying, to your satisfaction. Got them other two niggas under control too, to your set. And you're like, yeah, I have the balance restored like that on the earthly demonic end of the fuck shit like that. So he called on Abaddon and he come, he do all the shit, you know what I mean? And thing that what people aren't really understanding is like the devil, the demon, Satan, they cast it down. They got a job, but it's earthbound. Ain't got no heaven like clearancy. Like they got a call for it. You know what I mean? And really hope they get some answers from the shit, because it's like you gotta get knee deep in the shit to get a help. You know what I'm saying? Because your job in the pits. You know, it's gonna be fucked up in the pits. Whatever. Um Sometimes Abaddon's job is like it could rub off on the whole underground crew, and they think they got some Abaddon little power, flavor, and you know, pool ranking and shit like that. And so they would use a lot of Abaddon shit without Abaddon necessarily knowing it and getting shit past devil and Abaddon right up to God. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like a reckoning when Abaddon got to come do something, because the destruction level of this motherfucker is like asinine. Okay? Because he's doing it for God. And then it's like, who got to take Abaddon off the motherfuckers? Me. Because it's kind of like, how they would show that shit? I'm trying to think. Alright. Like, you could get an order from God. You on God mode. So you on go mode. Cartoons, movies and shit, it's like your eyes have changed color. So technically, you ain't all human. You a robot in a movie or something, or you got some superpower in a superhero type shit. You know, it's on through your job, but you don't get back down to your human level until something lovely come and just be like, ooh, shit like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say, people, a couple of things. The movies is mostly about spirituality. Should really look into that. And then, the other thing I'm saying is, anybody that's in between God, Abaddon, Metatron, the devil, demons, Satan, other angels, other gods, other people in between that don't want to listen, it's kind of like you automatically get pushed on another side, because whether you like it or not, the devil gonna get like he gonna get cleared of whatever the fuck, cause he gotta that's his job. You know what I'm saying? Satan still got a job. Motherfucker, other motherfuckers still got a job. The demons got a job like that. Metatron got a job though too. Abaddon got a job too. The gods of this earth got a job too. You know, I'm trying to say like these are secure celestial jobs that go on for eons that you can't get rid of. No matter like how you trying to wrap something up, spin something, or do something. This shit is not, that shit is so not right. I don't know what I gotta do. Add some more glue. Yeah, totally coming off. But if you have fucked up your job with like the devil, where else you gonna work? And if the lowest place you can go is like to the abyss, and Abaddon is sent, which is the lower part of chaos, is that's something that's greater than? Like, where else you gonna go? Where? Where are you gonna go? You can search the scriptures. You can search spirituality. Where's you gonna go? It's like either you're gonna have to break yourself down and deal with all your fuck shit. Like that's you going to God, coming to God, and asking, for God to help you, like that type shit. And pray that God do to get you out of some things like that. And then you're gonna be thinking God don't love you no more because he ain't getting you out of your shit. It's not that God don't love you no more. Only reason why he ain't getting you out of your shit is the fact that everybody has to pay for the shit that they create. Either you're like a creator of some kind of infrastructure that has a lasting longevity to it, of a good nature, or it's an infrastructure of a destructive nature that doesn't have a long lasting effect. How you know that it doesn't have a long lasting effect? It's an earthly contract. It's a temporary contract. Let me explain temporary, because these past motherfuckers, when I heard some shit about some 50 years, hmm? Mm-mm. But that's considered temporary. Okay? Ain't shit supposed to ever be that long, because your earth time ain't long. 120 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. That's how you know some old contracts, like these old, or 50 years was supposed to be like, oh, okay, well, that ain't nothing. I gotta pay back 50 years or some shit. But I might live until 300 or 500 years old, some shit like that. But you trying to catch, you caught a motherfucker on some mortal shit and then want to hook some spiritual shit to some mortal shit. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. It's things like that. And somehow, well, I ain't somehow. It's like God has a way to understand, okay, this is going to cause for this type of person, that type of person, this type of word, that type of word. And then it's like God will activate those words in people. And then your mission will be that. And if that's your mission, it's like, wait, let me do like this because I got on this kind of shirt. But if that's your mission, then that's what you are. Like that's what you did. That's yep. That's what that is. You know. But because you called on a lot of out of here type shit, it's like that's why you got Anubis, you got just Abaddon, you got Satan, you got devils. It's like you got the trained motherfuckers that essentially was making sure you stay kind of like caged in a way where, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they know you ain't supposed to get out. They know you ain't supposed to get out. Even though you treat me like I'm the one that ain't supposed to get out. No. I mean, everybody else that's like caging you in know what you about. And they gonna keep right up in there until send you somewhere else. Because certain things that are conjured up here should not be here. And I've said this several times before, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before I go. No matter what your manifestation is, a good one or a bad one, it still will always and only come in the form of a person. All an animal can do, a clue. Just like the letters and the numbers, a clue. Delivery, person. Don't matter if it's a good delivery, bad delivery. Person. Yeah. Your manifestation still comes in the form of a person. You know. And I hate to give the analogy of when people might, or you've seen on television, where people strap like bombs to themselves and they want to uh, put God's name in it and their self and basically sacrifice themselves. That came in the form of a person. That was a manifestation of somebody's. And it was actually carried out like that. If you don't want things like that, you don't manifest things like that. We all know that, but yet we still keep it going. And I even said to myself, in the different areas of the world, how long can they hold up? And that's even over here. All the killing, the strife, the war, the fighting, the bombing, the how long? When is it piercing through? Like the last layer of this world, because this world is still looked at like the movie Valeria 1,000 Worlds. It's all in one world. It's like the lifetimes stack and then they roll like that. And they could stack and roll and on other planets. Because our existence still lives on other planets. It's just other planes of existence. And it's controlled by our thinking. Okay? Which is why my Jupiter self is so far ahead of my Earth self. So I decided, let me bring some of my Jupiter self on down here to Earth. Since Earth thought they was going to still keep me on a fucked up road or a fucked up path. See, I know if I got good paths in all the other planets, then I had a good path for this motherfucker too. I said, well, I'm going to make my path a little bit better. Way better. Not a little bit funner. Let's manifest on up in this bitch some good shit. And what the fuck do you think I did? But the key to what I'm doing is I'm not living in denial. It'll help if you don't either. And that's some real shit. And I'm gonna go people on that. I hope I ain't fuck up the sound on this shit, but I'll find out later.